Happy Friday, everybody. I hope that you're all having a great day, and I definitely hope everyone remembered to wear their Bullis blue and gold today. So the first thing that you may have noticed when you came into the classroom is that unfortunately Miss Mintz is sick. So she's only out sick for today, and she is still excited to hopefully recover over the weekend and see you all on next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I wanted to take a moment to just explain your task for today. You've all found the correct web page, so that's a start. And I hope that this video will help to clarify your job that I would like you to complete today. So first of all, the overview says that today you're going to begin to understand the organization of objects in the solar system. Today is just to kind of start looking at where the planets are located relative to the sun and relative to one another. So you're going to be working on Activity 3, the jewels of our solar system. As you can see from the goals, you will be doing part of it in your research notebook and part of it in your digital notebook. So today you're going to need your digital notebook, your research notebook, some colored pencils, as well as the solar system coloring page that you will get very soon, not by Miss Mintz, but by whoever is there covering the class today. So you are going to start by opening your digital notebook, and you're going to see that I have already placed Activity 3 into your notebook for you. So let's go to the digital notebook to see what you will find. So you're going to find Activity 3 by using your outline or scrolling all the way to the bottom. And I'm going to ask you to start by reading the introduction here. It's always important to read all of the context on the page and not just skip down to the questions. So read this introduction, and I want you to notice that this image right here, this representation of the solar system, is going to be used for Part A. So what you're going to do for Part A is you're actually going to use the image above to answer the following questions. After you answer the questions, I'm asking you to highlight your answer. I'm actually going to be looking into your digital notebooks while I'm gone, and I'm going to be grading them as well. So this needs to be finished before the end of class if you want full credit. So let me give you an example of how this will work. Part A says understanding the arrangement of objects in the solar system. It says to use the image above to answer the following questions, and once again to highlight your answer. So this is what I mean by that. Let's look at question number 1. It says, name the planet closest to the sun. Well, I'm going to go up to the image and I'm going to zoom in. That helps me a little bit. And I see the sun. And the first planet I see is Mercury. So I'm going to go to my question and I'm going to type Mercury. And then I'm going to remember to highlight my answer by going up to the highlight color tool. And today I'm feeling like using, what color do you guys think I'm going to use? Turquoise. So after you have answered the question, you'll move on to number 2, and you will complete this all the way through question number 6. When you have completed question number 6 and all of your answers are highlighted, you will scroll down to see the research notebook diagram instructions. So what you're going to do for this part is you will be obtaining your research notebook if you don't already have it. Please remember to update your table of contents. It should say Activity 3, the jewels of our solar system, and this will be going on page 5. So once you've updated your table of contents, you're actually going to be obtaining a piece of paper from your substitute. And I want to show you what it looks like. It's over on the Haiku page, but your substitute actually has the printed papers for you. So this is what the coloring page looks like. Here we have the sun, and we have all of the planets. And I'm just asking you to have this in your notebook on page 5 as a reference, so that we can refer back to it as needed. So let's go back to the directions. Okay. Obtain the solar system diagram and color the planets appropriately using the image at the top of this page as a reference. So what I mean by that is I actually do want you to try to depict the actual colors of the coloring worksheet in your research notebook that you see here. So let this help you as a reference. So for example, Mercury, you can maybe shade in with a pencil. Make sure you color Venus, sort of a yellowish, orangish color, and try to depict the colors as closely as you can. That's going to be really important. So going back to the instructions, I want to point out what number 4 says. Number 4 says to add the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter and draw some asteroids just like you see in the image above. We will learn about asteroids, comets, and meteoroids in a future activity. The reason I'm asking you to add the asteroid belt to your colored image is just as a reference so that you know it's there. So looking up at the image here, we can see that the asteroids in this image, these large space rocks, are between Mars and Jupiter, and this is called the asteroid belt. So I'm asking you to actually label the asteroid belt on your colored image and draw a few rocks where that would be. And I'll show you where it would be here so that you know where to put it. So on your coloring page, after you've colored all the planets, you can add some asteroids and label the asteroid belt right here between Mars and Jupiter. And again, we'll talk more about that soon. So I'm going to go back to the haiku page. And we're on step number 6 now. So when you've completed coloring, I'm going to ask that you put all of your materials away. Please clean up any of my borrowed materials, which includes colored pencils, glue sticks, and to place your research notebook safely in the drawer so that's there for you next class. I want to say one thing about the research notebooks. So this evening at back to school night, I enjoyed meeting all of your parents, and they were looking through your research notebooks. And I just want to say that if your notebook is not in your block's corresponding drawer, to look in the other class drawers in case your parents put it in the incorrect one. Okay, it's not missing. Just look in the other drawers if you can't seem to find it. Okay, so lastly, I want to point out the last step of your directions. It says you are finished for today when you have answered yes to all of these questions. This is your self-assessment, so please make sure you have done all of these things. Okay, number 1. Did you complete Activity 3, Part A by answering? Sorry about that. Okay, back to number 1. Did you complete Activity 3, Part A by answering the 6 questions in your digital notebook? I want to show you again that those questions are, oh, I'm getting there, hang on, right here. Did you answer these 6 questions and highlight your answer? Step 2, did you update your table of contents in your research notebook to say Activity 3, the jewels of our solar system, page 5? Step 3, did you appropriately color and glue the solar system diagram onto page 5? Lastly, did you clean up all of your materials and your workspace? If you've done all of these things, you are done for the day, and you can either have a study hall, read, or play an academic approved game on your computer. If you didn't finish any of this, I'm going to ask you to resume where you left off on Monday. Again, you're not going to have any homework or any tests this week. All right, everyone, have a wonderful Friday. And have an amazing weekend, and I will see you on Monday to give you your directions.